hello viewers and welcome to another video. So I get a couple of questions around how to shoot film post-processed at night and those kind of videos, so I figured I'd just do a video where I show you exactly how I go through and do all that and explain the process. I'm just going to be push-processing it by one stop tonight. I'm shooting with some 400 ISO Kodak Ultramax, I think it is, just to show that it does actually work quite well at 800 ISO, and that you don't really need to buy expensive films and you don't need to push process that much if you want to shoot handheld at night. It does work quite well, just with a few caveats. So if you don't want to skip through the whole video, the caveats are pretty much you just want to be careful with whether you're shooting, make sure there's plenty of light around there. If you want to push it much further than that, then you probably do need to go 2 stops. But even then, shooting some of these cheaper films and then push processing it by 1 or 2 stops can still be cheaper than shooting an 800 ISO film or a 1600 ISO film even. So yeah. We'll go ahead and get started. First thing to do is load up a film. So I've done that. I'm going to drop it down to f1.8 just to maximize the light that gets in, and then the next thing is to flick our function over and change it from 400 ISO all the way up, and then bring the shutter speed up to 60, and then I kind of don't worry too much about whether it's going to be overexposed, because C41 film tends to tolerate that quite well. What I don't want to do is underexpose it by too much. We'll head around the corner just because that's where I was going to shoot anyway, and kind of see what we can get happening here. Another thing I didn't really mention was with these kind of videos I tend to shoot only with autofocus on, just because it means I can be a bit quicker and I don't have to worry about trying to find focus when it's really dark. It can be difficult to kind of do that even when the lighting's quite good and you're shooting really narrow on something like f1.8, so that just kind of eliminates that. Sometimes there's points where it's just too dark and you do have to manually focus, but if I can eliminate some of that and be a bit faster in terms of moving around, then I find that really helps. No, not quite enough light. This is really irritating because we'll just have to cut all of this. Oh no. I think I might actually want to get quite a bit closer to that tram if I can. Alright, one singular person. Guy with the bag I think we're about to get. hoping that I got that shot whilst the yellow lights were reflecting. I think I actually want to be up this side and shoot that way into the light that is coming down there. So yeah, again, this is something where just positioning yourself to shoot towards the light really helps with not needing to push process the film as much and being able to continue shooting handheld. And I might shoot one. So yeah, again, 800 ISO, lots of light around here, so I'm down to 250. Cool, and that is the roll done. So that is how to shoot some of these budget films handheld at night. Yeah, Kodak Ultramax 400, just pushed one stop, so still with the additional development costs for push processing is going to be cheaper than Portra 800 or any of those 800 ISO films, and definitely a lot cheaper than the 1600 ISO film. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.